Hi, I'm Pete from Citation. I'm going to talk to you today about quality assurance and good governance. Clearly not everybody's favourite topic or point of interest, so I'm going to try and keep it really simple and go through some top tips that we apply here when talking to our care clients about this. So firstly, what is quality assurance and good governance? Really, it's about setting a desired level of quality in everything you do in your setting and everything you do in your business. This is normally done through effective systems and processes, but it's not just about ticking boxes and keeping files, although that's important. It's also about your culture. It's about how transparent you are as a business, what your visions and values are like, how your staff embody that, what other people think of your business as well. And I think, as we all know, with the fundamental standards, quality assurance and good governance forms a really big part of being well led. And if you're not well led, you're much less likely to be outstanding or get close to outstanding. In fact, if you have breaches of quality assurance, you might be in breach of regulations and face fines or sanctions. But that's enough of the legal stuff and trying to worry you about these things. Let's talk about what you can do to get there. Firstly, I mentioned policies and procedures. It is really important to have them in place for everything you do. Keep them up to date and make sure all your staff know about them. It's no good having them locked away in a file that nobody reads and nobody understands. They really need to live and breathe in your business and for everybody to understand them. Secondly, sounds obvious, but put people at the heart of what you do. As a care provider, you're there to provide the best standard of care you can. But quality assurance makes sure that you know all your service users have regular daily notes. You know that their medication and their fluid charts are up to date. And think about it this way. If somebody came in now as a bank staff or on temporary cover, didn't know your business, could they fit in seamlessly and provide an excellent standard of care straight away? Next thing, think about specific risk assessments. Risk assessments cover everything, not just the building, not just machinery, but risk assessments for your manual handling, your medications, etc., etc. Make sure they are not generic, make sure they're specific, and again, like any policy, make sure all your staff know and understand them, that they're regularly reviewed and really clear and simple to understand. The next thing I'd recommend is surveys. Surveys sometimes frighten people. This doesn't need to always be a big technical marketing task. We're talking really about getting feedback from your staff, your service users, their friends and their family. Find out what's good about what you're doing. Find out what could be better about what you're doing and take action upon it. Shout about the positives, work upon the things that you need to. Surveys are a gift. Any kind of feedback is a gift. Use it. The next thing, and again, sounds obvious, and I'm sure people are already doing this, but make sure all your files on your staff and your service users are safe and secure. Don't treat them differently. Don't lock one set of files away in a crypt and the others be on a desk and available for everybody to look at. Keep them safe, keep them secure, and make sure that only the right people can see the right files. Finally, kind of have a robust audit process. Make sure that you have an overview of your service, what you do well, your gaps, and what you're working on. Don't write action plans unless you're going to actually use them, and don't audit for the sake of it, but do take the time to take a step back and have an overview. And then consider on the back of that what else can help you. So for example, an ISO 9001 is an external validation of quality processes and procedures. That's a great way to make sure that you say you're externally validated, but it's also a great way to get extra support in your business to make sure what you're doing is the best it can be. It's really important that you know your gaps and you're not waiting for a regulator or anybody else to come in and tell you what your gaps are. We think if you follow those simple processes, you'll be a little bit closer to being outstanding in this area.